Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in to Unapologetically Me Oracle Energy. I have a very poignant message to give to the collective today, and I am going to start with my first card out, and I'm going to read it to you just because it sets off the whole reading. So this is Baba Yaga, okay? And Baba Gaia says, let things develop gradually. Take your time. Your spirit medicine from the ancient woman of the forest, Baba Gaia, is a good old dose of patience. It might not be what you want to hear, but there's simply no rush to this process. Everything in nature has a season. But in our modern world, we seem to have forgotten that all things take time to unfold. The situation or relationship you're involved in won't respond to anxious pushing and potting. Leave things alone for a while. Take time and space are needed for this issue to heal, develop, or come to fruition. Perseverance with your journey without grasping for immediate gratification. Instant results are not the way Baba Yaga. She invites you to build something of quality, of real substance, something that endures. Keep going when it seems as if nothing's happening. There are ages and stages for accruing spiritual knowledge. You don't need to ask frantic questions of the universe or your teachers or yourself. Rest assured the answers will come when it's time. You're not being given everything at once because rushing will spoil the end results. Slow cooking yields the richest, tastiest dishes. Let go of your fast-paced agenda and allow Baba Yaga to work her timeless magic. So I got that card, and then I received this card to go with it, and it kind of gives you a full picture here, okay? So we've got some alchemy happening. Spirit wants you to know, okay? But with that, Spirit also wants you to know and understands that you are going through a shift right now. Okay? You're shifting, you're releasing. And what are you shifting and releasing? You're releasing this. She's already told you to be patient. Okay? Life is going to do what life has to do. You've got alchemy happening. And understand this. Okay? It is sacred. But this rigmarole that you're going through in your relationship right now, Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to feel that. It's okay, okay? And you are going through waves right now throughout this part of your relationship alchemy. You're waving, you're going in circles, your emotions are everywhere, you're not sure what's happening. And Spirit wants you to do this right now, okay? And why? Because you have to get to this patience. You have to get to your patience mode. So in order to get here, you have to detach. And not only do you have to detach, but you have to speak, communicate what is critically important. And I'm going to read you this one just because it's relevant. Have you been holding something in? Speak your truth, but also be prepared to listen. Okay? Also be prepared to listen. Perhaps you've been all ears, but not voicing your own needs. Now is your time to be heard. The goddess reminds you that listening is as active skill as speaking. Make space for other voices even as you raise your own. This message is crystal clear. Master the art of dialogue, whether it's a tough talk you've been avoiding or opening the lines of communication in a relationship. The time is now. Okay? So, again, you detach, communicate, listen as well. Now, I don't know if you see this dolphin. You see those frequencies coming off of the dolphin. Okay? So not only is your communication going to be critically important, but your listening skills are going to be the driver. Because those listening skills are going to allow you to understand that not only are you brilliant, but you're in full transformation. And you're transforming because you're listening. Okay? Trust the call, guys. Trust it. Because when you trust the call, you are going to open up your solar plexus. You are going to have a breakthrough. You are going to come out of the shadows and see the light, which will bring on a renewal. And with that renewal, you are going to persist. You are going to persist to bring out the impeccability of your passions and interests, which will allow you to take the weight of the world off of your shoulders. Now, I have 2 cards here that I think might be relevant. Before I go through them all again, I've got 2. I've got one here that says Spirit wants you to be compassionate, but compassionate towards yourself. Through this transformation, okay? Through your renewal and the persistence that you are having. So be compassionate with yourself. Come out of your shadows. As you are breaking through, your solar plexus will open. Trust the call, please, as you are transforming, because you are brilliant. Listen as much as communicate. Okay? Detach. Let your emotional waves feel. Right? It's okay to feel what you need to feel. Nothing wrong with feeling what you're feeling. So be compassionate with yourself through the process. And I've got an extra card here through this that might just be a side message for you. Spirit is asking that you practice moderation. There might be something that you shouldn't be eating. And it says, try to be mindful and healthy, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Now, I know that most will reference this as food, but I'm thinking more this has to do with you having compassion towards yourself and being patient, right? Where's she? Here she is. Being patient with yourself. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I am going to pull an angel number for you. I do appreciate you guys being here with me. It took me a bit to get through this message this morning. I was kind of looking at all the cards and I'm like, okay, you know what? That's the message that needs to be put out there, and that's the one I'm putting out there. So yes, there is some relationships, that go through that process of uncertainty and unclarity. But understand that whatever is going on in your world, that part of you is definitely sacred. And take pride in it. And don't feel bad, don't be ashamed. And in the same token, when you are in these relationships, Don't push. Don't push for something. Just let things flow. Let the relationship flow. And if it's not flowing, and if you're finding that you're in a rigmarole and a back and forth in a relationship, it's time for you maybe to step back and just ask yourself, is this the alignment of my present mindset? Is this where I want this to go? And some will say yes and others will say no. And when you say no, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your gut, your intuition. See, I was just saying exactly that. 2323, judgment. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. So this to me is sounding more and more like this relationship issue that you have going on right now. It might be something that you need to release and let go of. That's what it sounds like to me, is that Spirit is telling you that maybe it is time for you to let go, because it's a continuous back and forth, which doesn't seem to end. Release it. That's the message, I believe, more than anything. Have patience. Understand that it is sacred, okay? Listen as much as you want to communicate. You are brilliant. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to be with me. Until next time, Unapologetically Me Oracle Energy. Bye-bye.